A leader is a good coach, a good trainer, a people's person who understands the team around them, work based on their strengths and weaknesses, and take them to achieve their goals. Today, as part of leadership series by Global TV, we bring one such leader who is a trainer, who is a coach, and who is a people's person, Commander Prabha Lall. Welcome to our discussions on leadership by Global TV.
Thank you so much. The pleasure is all mine. Thank you.
Commander Prabha Lall is an Indian Navy veteran. She is a BTech MBA. She is a International Coaching Federation certified coach. She is a member of the Professional Speakers Association of India. She is also a TEDx speaker. She has received commendations from her flag officer commanding in chief for dedication to service. Her mission is to improve the social skills, the productivity, the happiness, and awesomeness of the people around her. Thank you for joining us, Commander Prabha Lall, on this leadership by Global TV. We leaders show leadership qualities as we grow in our career, but some people have it from an early age or from your school or college days. What has been your experience? Did you show leadership when you were at an early age, or you built it up as you came up in your career?
I wouldn't say that the term leader was there in me since my childhood, but yes, I was sort of a rebel. Rebel in terms of, I would say that I'll just try to explain the environment. My childhood was in an environment wherein you were supposed to go to study. Girls, I mean, particularly if I'm talking about girls, you are required to study. That's for sure. So they were semi-liberalized for that matter. But there were restrictions on what a girl is supposed to do and what they are not supposed to do. So you cannot go out alone, or you cannot do this, you cannot do that. You're not supposed to go for, like when I expressed my desire to learn dancing, what will you do learning dancing? Or when I expressed that I want to learn painting, so no. So there was certain restriction, you will not go alone. So, and I was one person in my entire household who used to always take it up as a challenge.
Okay.
Why not? Why not? So for each and every thing, I used to not raise my voice, but definitely give my voice that why am I not allowed to do so? So this was the condition in my household. And if I speak about my friends and also if there was any discussion or something, and if there is any discussion which is related to women are not capable enough to do this XYZ.
Okay.
That is the time I used to tick off.
Okay.
So the term that girls cannot do XYZ, on that topic, I used to lose my head. Whenever it came to issues where you compare a male and a female child or a person, that you're not capable of doing something. I was a normal child, not exactly a studious one, but yes, in studies. And I used to take time out for playing and all. But yes, from 9th onwards, I was a school prefect, then went on to become the house vice captain, then the school vice captain, and the school captain later on.
So very nice.
That was one thing. I was also part of the Scouts and Guides. So the training, initial training and all, I would say, that was there. So leadership quality, I think if you want to count it as leadership qualities, maybe it was ingrained in me since childhood, and slowly it was coming out through one way or the other, the opportunities, whatever I got. I would like to term it as whenever there was a requirement of social revolution in terms of girls not getting opportunities, equal opportunities, and that is the time I used to fight for it.
I think if I may say that the rebel in you became a leader so that you stood your ground. I think in that sense, you were always a leader because you could stand your ground and fight for your opportunities. Let us put it that way. Very nice, very different way of looking at it. So if you see, you then subsequently you joined the career. Did your leadership style change, or you are still fighting as a rebel in the armed forces also?
Definitely it changed, I would say, because we as human beings keep evolving.
Okay.
The way you say there is a time to fight, there is a time to flight.
Okay.
Okay, so you have to assess the situation. So initially I was a rebel, then I understood the nuances of the fine tuning points that sometimes being a rebel in terms of voicing it always doesn't help.
Okay.
There is a certain set parameters, some rules to be followed, and yes, do not give in. You have to keep pushing, and there are some legal ways to approach a problem.
Okay.
Certain defined ways, because as a citizen of India, you are bound by certain rules and regulations.
Right.
So you need to follow those. So being a rebel who was very outspoken in terms of showing tantrums or whatever as a child, slowly transformed into a civilized, I would say, but the rebel turned into a revolutionary.
Okay.
So transformation from rebel to revolutionary. So if at all I had certain issues, I would put it forth, but in a correct manner, I would say. So that was the transformation. And also, I was a child, I always used to think about me.
Okay.
As an individual. But when I grew old, or rather I would take my words back, I'm still young. So
of course,
the transformation happened, and now it is more for the society. What am I giving back to the society? So instead of I, it became we.
Okay. Your trait of being a rebel got channelized into creating a positive outcome for people around you. I mean, I think that's what if I may put it, you're doing today. And you feel you have the ability or creativity to bring in happiness to people around. It's a total change from, just being a rebel to channelizing your energy to create. I think that's what leadership is all about, if I may put it that way.
Very true.
We come across some incidents which can change the way we look at our leadership styles or our life itself. Has there been any incident which changed the way you looked at your whole personality as a leader?
I would say there were many incidents.
Okay.
As a leader, we all, as not only as a leader, but as a human being,
right,
you're not always leading.
Right.
I will try, or I have been influenced by many. So basically, I have followed them also.
Okay.
So a person, Commnader Prabha, is also a leader and also a follower.
Right.
So let's say I am being influenced by the thoughts of many leaders. So
Right.
I'm trying to imbibe the qualities, some thought process of those particular leader, not one in general, but I could be influenced by many.
Right.
So telling that one person is difficult for me. I have come across many, and the way you come across people and you learn from your good experiences, some from your bad experiences, because ultimately you evolve
right
as a person. So evolution will definitely have some good experiences. So from good experiences, you will learn what to follow or what are the good thoughts. And from bad experiences, you will come to know to distill what not to do.
Absolutely,
And
yeah.
in which area not to venture out, I would say. So during my interaction with many people, I found one thing which was, as a military leader, I would say,
Right.
I found that there is something in me which is different from others. And that
Okay.
is, I wanted to understand the people.
Okay.
More of, I would say, empathetic leader,
Right.
understanding their situation, why they are doing what they are doing, and
Okay.
then working towards it.
Very nice. Very nice. Can you think of any big challenge you faced during your leadership journey, and how did you manage that challenge?
Oh, yes, there were many. To start with, when I joined the armed forces,
Yeah.
I would like to tell something about that. I joined in 2004.
Okay.
Women entry in the armed forces started way back in 1992,
Okay.
but they were very handful. Even when I
Right.
joined, uh, we were there, but the acceptance of women as officers, as as a person who are going to lead a team or
Yep.
instruct a platoon in a male dominated, I would still say it was male dominated. So it was difficult because it's not their fault also. For some of the sailors, I was
Right.
the first women officer with whom they had
Okay.
interacted. They had never interacted with a women officer. And throughout whatever service they had in the career, they had always been instructed by a male officer. So
Okay.
taking instructions from a female officer was challenging. But you need to build that trust.
Right.
That trust connection has to be built, and it has to be deep. And
Yeah.
it takes time to build that trust, but not that long. When these people come to know that you mean business,
Right.
okay, and you know the things what you are instructing, you are not just bluffing around. You also have the same potential or maybe better potential than your own counterparts. Then that trust is built.
Okay.
And then once they start following, they will do anything for you. They will do anything for you. Mine, like, they have to, the connection has to be set, I would say.
Right.
This gender sensitization was an issue, definitely, yes.
Right.
Initial part, but slowly and steadily now things have changed. People have started accepting. But way back when we joined, and I'm sure prior to me also, all the women who were there in the armed forces must have faced this situation in their part of the journey also.
It's probably that you had to demonstrate your capability, your learning, your understanding of the situation, and demonstrate your leadership qualities before they accepted you. Whereas in the case of the male gender, that was not the case because they assumed that they have the capability. Probably it could be a societal thing, which probably now it's slowly changing. But hats off to people like you who have shown tremendous, I would say, resilience to fight and be there at that point of time. Great, wonderful. I think it's a lesson for anyone who is listening to you, that it's not about the gender, it's all about your capability to take charge of a situation, what makes a good leader. We are mostly engrossed in work and we forget we have got other passions. How important is for a leader to have other passions other than your regular routine work? Is it important at all, or you can live
Definitely.
without that?
Yeah, no way. As a leader, also, passion is something or a hobby. Definitely, it is required because ultimately, at the end of the day, you're a human being.
Right,
So, to keep your mind decluttered, to focus more on your vision, mission, you need clarity. And for that, you require to go out, have your own time. It could be in the form of exercise or watching movie, whatever. So fun,
right,
adding fun element in your life
right,
is absolutely necessary because
right,
ultimately this is also leading towards your goal, your mission.
right.
Decluttering your mind, it's just like you have a glass of muddy water which is all, and you let the thing settle down overnight, and in the morning you will have a crystal clear water.
That's interesting. So that you get away and you give rest to your thoughts, so that when you come back, you're able to get more clarity in what you're up to in your routine work. That's what you're saying. Very nice. Now, as a leader, did you enjoy your leadership position? Because some people find it very difficult. They think it's a big strain and stress on them. What has been your position?
I would say it was challenging at times, but yes, I enjoyed it. Because when you use empathy, so you are trying to help that person in a certain way. You're transforming that person from place A to forming it to place B. So leadership quality is no longer, I feel, is that that danda uthao style. It is moving slowly and slowly towards, I would say, servant leadership, or
Right.
rather, if I put it across, from command and control, it is slowly moving towards care and connect.
Very nice. Very good thought. Yeah.
And once you achieve that, people under you, they are aligned with your mission,
Okay.
vision. And once that alignment happens, when you and your team are on the same page,
Right.
focus is towards the same goal, magic happens.
Very nice. Very nice. So it's all about care and connect. What makes a good leader in today's society is what you are saying. Now, there's a standard question asked to any leader. So, how did you balance your home with your work life?
That matter, a regimental system, a military regimental system is very good in
Okay.
terms of providing all the facilities, whatever your house needs within the campus. So we are a gated community. We
Okay.
generally stay in a cant area. So whatever are your basic requirements, like for children, you have the schools which are within, just right now, it is not even 100 meters from my house. Okay. So as I'm talking to, the school is 100 meters from my house. The swimming pool is maybe 250 meters from my house. The hospital is half a kilometer from my house. The grocery, the shopping area is also half a kilometer from my house. So the basic requirement of roti, kapda, makan, everything is within max to max, I would say. In a smaller station, it could be located within 3 kilometers to 5 kilometers, and big cant areas which are on a larger scale. So it could be max within the radius 7 kilometers. So your basic requirements, when it is met and everything is co-located, that's one. Second is the people around you.
Okay.
As part of this regiment system, even if you do not have a family support, which I did not have, so I was on my own. So the mates, definitely you are not a superwoman, right? So you will have to
Absolutely.
delegate certain jobs. I always tell that don't call me a superwoman. You need to distill your job, automate,
Right.
delegate, outsource. Then only you will be able to focus on the things which are required to be focused on. So that way, the system is such that everything you get. So you get in terms of availability of maid, you can hire household help. So that way is there. Then if there is any emergency, the neighbors, they are actually, I would say, the fraternity, they are our extended family.
Right.
You have to only put across your challenge, and someone or the other will definitely come forward to help you.
Very
So
nice.
if at all there is, so the system, this regimental system, which we call in the military, this was really helpful. So that is not only for me, since I was working, for everyone across, this is always there. The kind of support you get from the community, that is very strong.
So in general, if I may draw a lesson from what you said, if you're organized, take care of your systems around you, you can still manage your home and your work life.
Yes. Again, coming back to care and connect. Someone who is responsible for providing these facilities.
Right.
I was also part of providing such facilities. So I'll.
Right.
So if you, for any organization, now this is applicable to any organization.
Right.
If you want your employees to perform well, give their 100%, please take care of such issues, because now they can focus. If those things are taken care of, now the employee can focus on your company's mission.
Right. Very nice. Very good lesson for employer and employees. So care and connect is the substance of it.
Even in the military, when our men, let's say they are supposed to go out, so for some time, or for some duty or some exercise, or on a war-like situation, if that's the extreme, they leave behind their families.
Right.
Right? When they are leaving, they have that trust in the organization that my families will be taken care of when they leave. So again, the trust in leadership, this trust word is very important. Now this trust, coming back to this term to trust, not only in the professional as well in the personal factor, I always feel that there cannot be a hole in trust.
Okay.
It is binary. Either it is 0 or it is 1. It cannot be 0.5 or 0.7. Either you trust me or you cannot trust. So integrity, which we call about.
Right.
This is very important. So if you have integrity, nothing else matters. And if you don't have integrity, then nothing else matters.
Very nicely put. So the objective of the organization should be to create the trust in the employees that they will be taken care of. Employees and their families. I mean, it is definitely employee doesn't come without the family. Very nice, Commander Prabha Lall. One more thing, if you have to give 2 advices to the youngsters who are aspiring leaders, what would that be?
One is never ever quickly jump to a conclusion.
Okay.
Yes, you have to take split-second decisions, but if you've got input from X, okay, it could be a conflict situation or it could be any matter, give some thought to it. Look at the other side also.
Okay.
You just cannot jump immediately. Assess your situation, give some thought, gather your resources or the prospective resources.
Yep.
Because in any situation or a war, it just cannot be fought with your men. Your logistics also has to be strong. Your communication network, everything. You cannot just go and march ahead in a war. Yeah?
Okay.
If the food supply is not there, how will your men work? How are they going to fight? So assess the situation. Have some backup.
Okay.
Okay. So never take decisions in a jiffy.
Right.
That is one. Second is empathy. I am a strong believer of being empathic.
Okay.
Someone who is behaving the other way and today suddenly he is behaving in a different way. He is not he or she. Why is he
Okay.
doing so? So just analyze it, and actually people matter. If you
Right.
have this as your top priority, everything will fall in place. People matter.
Very nice. I think two lessons. One is, you don't jump into conclusions. Think before you act. Second is your core value, which is people matter. Very nice. And thank you so much. I'm sure it's a very interesting thought for some of the questions which will guide leaders to take themselves forward. And I'm sure it will benefit the listeners. Thank you so much, Commander Prabha Lall. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you. Thank you so much.